All right, all right, all right. Oh my God, did I really just do that? I can't do it as well as Matthew McConaughey. All right, so I do have a Coco on stream today, and as if it's something rarefied when I ply her with a warm heating pad in scratchies. All right, so did that post to Instagram? It looked like it did. Good. All right, we're good there. And I need to save this. Desktop 3659. Just gonna do the famous sketching because I'm not sure what I want to draw yet. All right, let's close that. We're saved, and let's switch over to live. Go. All right. I might turn her heating pad up a little bit more to entice her to stay more. I think I'd kind of like to do, is my mic working? Test, test. Okay, there we go. I think I'd kind of like to do something for a fall-ish wallpaper. Again, that's not like Halloween-y, because the last one I did was Halloween-y. Do some leaves falling. I feel like I've done this before. Maybe if I put leaf in a pile of leaves. I definitely haven't done that before, so that would work. Oops. I wonder if I did this and I could blur these items up here to give it a little more sense of depth. I might do that. My hands are cold, so I almost want to turn off my little fan and get my heater out. I'm doing a different, this is kind of like a bird's eye view looking down, so it's a little bit of a different angle than I usually do. I could just have her tootsies. Could have that maybe just poking out there. And just looking. I feel like maybe I'm a little bit too close. Maybe I wouldn't have that much of her toes. And if that's... Maybe if I don't want to block her face, I'll do that. I want to do a different version of her eyes, so I'm going to move these out. Maybe that's better. What if I did just leg? Could just think about those legs a little bit. Floofs are easier because I just kind of have to draw the roundness. A little bit of a tippy toe on that floof, maybe? Maybe not. definitely going to group these guys together. I don't know if I am okay with this. I kind of feel like I need a toe, because this one is, you're kind of looking down the edge of her body. There's a toe. I need to think about this foreshortening a little better, because this is a bird's eye view, and you're going to see just the top of her little tail spot. I think I'll go back and reconsider that leg anyway. Although actually, now that I'm looking at it on my screen here, it doesn't seem to be as bad. It seems to be about right. Again, I just messed up the eye. Great. I think I'll take that little tootsie out, and yeah, I think I'm okay, because if her body line is like this, then her foot is kind of under like that. So what I really need to focus on now, I guess I could do the floof in the pile of leaves, and I have this extreme foreground leaf that I kind of need to treat with care. And I want to maybe give it some little bits that have been gnawed out, because this is leaf that's been on the tree enough to make it to fall. And we've got to have appropriate levels of, well, maybe this was a tasty leaf for a caterpillar. And I don't believe I'm going to keep, I mean, I could move it over. I am going to try and finish the line art for this guy. I'm not just going to cut it off right here, because I am going to make this for a wallpaper. Now the question is, do I want to keep that smooth edge or break it out down a little bit? I kind of like the broken down little chewed bits here. There we go. I'm definitely going to keep him grouped together. Group that. And then let's save. And now let's work on this little floof in the pile of leaves. I want to do I want these leaves to be fluffy and they're in like a ring. And I wanted to have his little tootsies kind of popping out too. So if a floof was here, his footers would be about like that. Ah. I've been drawing outside of my group. So let's grab this group and we're going to cut, and then we're going to get into I don't think his little paw out there is quite right. I kind of thought maybe this would look better. I feel like it needs to come out over here if this is like a pile of leaves that's just kind of flowing out, and maybe the top of the pile can be here. Over, go. Maybe a couple small leaves straying out over here, and maybe a few little blades of grass poking up. Maybe not here. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Good to see you as always. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, wonderful. Glad to hear you're doing all right. Yeah, this is going to be I'm going to zoom out here. So this is kind of like a bird's eye view of this little scene. I probably am going to make this leaf a little bit smaller, but I wanted to have that forced perspective of like you're up in the trees or something. It's a bird eye view. You've got the leaves going past. I may blur this one a little bit so you focus here on where they are on the ground, but I have these different little areas. So I've been struggling a little bit with Coconut's foot, like the placement of it, but I think it's looking okay. I wanted to have this little floof, just enjoying the leaves up here. So I'm kind of thinking that this whole deal is like a focal point spread out like this. So that's why how I'm trying to draw it and visualize the whole orientation of everything. And now that I'm looking at it with this giant leaf, I think I need to make her a little smaller. There we go. But I'm thinking maybe a nice downloadable wallpaper, something to bridge, because I'm not quite ready to do Christmas stuff, even though I need to start doing Christmas stuff. But I want to bridge that, you know, Halloween to Thanksgiving, because it's still fall. So I think maybe I'll do another pile of leaves here and maybe here, and then like some smattering ones here. Something like that. think I might make this like a rose, like a rosette with the little layers spiraling out. That might make the most visual sense. Now I'm going to do a nice shadow here, but I still want to establish the ground. Almost looks like a little butterfly there. Nice. Maybe I'll do, instead of a blur, I'll do these in a darker color, maybe, and then have the guys in that are a little bit further away. I'll have all of this in a lighter line art color and establish this as a little bit more contrasty and close to the viewer. I think that might work. Some sort of a bush on the ground here. think about I'm almost thinking I might do like a complete dark shadow under here. I don't know. I think that might be a little... a little much. That could work, but maybe I can make these not 100%, but maybe 75? Definitely this back part of the floof is going to have some shadow. And maybe a little belly. A little belly. So I carved my jack-o'-lantern on Halloween, and I put an LED, actually I put 3 LED little tea light things in it. And it's holding up really well, actually. It's not like goopy and falling apart yet, like melty. Because usually if I put a regular candle in there and it's subject to the heat and stuff, the pumpkin's like done the next morning. But he's still holding up, so I'm kind of curious to see how long this little pumpkin will last. He's not without peril, because I believe there's an ant bed right close to there, so they may just be having the time of their lives with him. I don't know. I haven't gone up close to look, but from afar he still looks like he's holding in there. Once the face starts to close and the mouth starts, doing that, I'll be like, okay, it's time for you to go in the trash. It has fed quite a bit of the local wildlife. I saw a big possum last night, and it could have been a possum or an armadillo, but I don't think armadillos grow that big. And it wasn't a cat, and it wasn't a dog. It had a very kind of stilted gait. It wasn't a smooth gait or like a silky run of a cat or anything like that. He was just like, it was like that. But it was fast, and it was across the street. But even across the street, this was a large possum, much bigger than Coconut. Probably pug size. Pug size, maybe small toy. Yeah, like if it was a fat pug, maybe. He was big, and it was kind of startling to see, because I was out there with Pete, and I usually just kind of look around and stuff, and I didn't see anything until he started moving. So I guess he was exploring the neighbor's trash or something. I don't know, but don't usually see them that big. I don't really mind possums. They kind of clean up. They like the roaches, and they're kind of like nature's garbage collector. So I don't mind them that much. It's startling to see one that big out of the blue there. right, let's see. Since I've been drawing, I think I might need to adjust these shadows a little bit. I'm drawing kind of like here, where the sun is a little bit at an angle. So this guy needs to be maybe like this. And then I need to adjust this floof a little bit more. Something like that. And I need to adjust this floof a little. Something like that, except maybe with another ear instead of whatever the heck that is. Let's try that again. Ear, head, ear, body. There we go. And if I do that, I think maybe Coconut needs to have like an ear. Something like that, maybe? I can adjust her later. Those I feel like are too dark. Let's move those down to maybe 40 instead of 30. And I'll keep these guys as a rough guide. And let's bring those down to 30. I know where I want to go with this is something like this. Not quite. Not quite. Get rid. Oh, I need that one still. All right. Okay, now let's bring that down to 30. And now I can delete these rough guides and clean up some of these because this needs to have a little bit of help here. And since this is floating above this area, I'm going to have the shadow disappear. I think I can get rid of my sketch now. Get that out of there. Alright, so let's figure out what I'm doing here. Alright, I'm going to group all of my foreground leaves. I'm just going to go ahead and grab these guys. Anything I think that will be floating above my characters, I want to have in a separate group. And then everything else I'm going to group differently. I'm going to put a group in there. So what I'm looking at here is maybe my heaviest saturated color and then maybe 2 steps down for everybody else. So that automatically creates a little bit of distance between these items that are floating up higher and these characters. And I really need to figure out her shadow. So let me go in here and let's see. I think I'm going to get rid of that little pile of leaves. And I want to draw this, and I'm actually looking at my screen while I'm drawing. I think should be. I think I'm holding too close to her body. So let's do something like this. Okay, maybe. Make these ground shadows. I think I changed. Okay, I got them at 40. Okay, that should work. That should work. I like that. So let's save this again. And what this will allow me to do as well is, since for a phone wallpaper it needs to be taller, I can draw this up and just have grass color up there. Although I think I might have to shift things a little bit, because I don't really, on my phone this is where the time is. I know you can set it to different things, but this flute is really kind of a feature, and I don't want him to be blocked. So maybe I adjust things up a bit or a lot. So maybe the standard time will fall here. I don't know, I'll think about it, but let me get to coloring now. And I think I'm gonna do these leaves first, because I want to have some bright, pretty fall colors in here. So I'm going to go, I've got a couple of fall palettes. This is one of them. And this is actually one of my favorites still, this Leafy Walk illustration. It's where Coco and Momo are going. I've got kind of a foreground forested area, like a hill that they're coming up behind to look at all these beautiful leaves. And then I've got landscape behind. Oh, big stretch. Sharon, hello, happy Tuesday to you too. You just came in time for a big, well, not such a big stretch, but an adequate stretch. Like an adequate pipe. Adequate pipe, it's an aqueduct pipe. I need to watch that again. It came up. Rockadoodle is the movie I'm talking about, if you don't know that one. But it came up on one of these ridiculous countdowns of animated movies nobody knows about or whatever. I'm like, everybody knows about Rockadoodle. What are you talking about? So yeah, I took exception to that. And I believe I saw it on some service. I don't think it's Netflix, but maybe it is Netflix. I can't quite remember. I did Secret of Nim not long ago, speaking of Dawn Bluth. I kind of need to do a few others. Another one that I haven't seen in ages is Page Master. That's a good one. I think, yeah. Maybe I'll put a few, let's not proceed yet. I want to do some little bits of just something, just a little touch. And then I'll go down one step and I'll do maybe some highlight. Very low. Maybe, let's see, what is this? Ooh, I kind of like that. I'm digging it. So, if I wanted to do this normally, let's take that and let's come over to here. Let's push it more towards red. I need to march you forward. I don't think I got that quite as it should be. Although that is nice and bright. I do like that. But am I really... Let me add this color to my mixer here. Maybe I want a little bit of a decomposing edge now. So let's do that with a shadow. Let's do, I always do 30%. Let's go rogue and let's do 40%. We're really going off script here. Yeah, I think I want that in front. Ariana, hello. Good to see you. It's been a while. How are you doing? I brought back. I'm not sure if you've been here since I brought Coconut back on Kitty Cam. Did I ever have Kitty Cam on Behance? I don't think I did. Well, welcome back. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good start to November. Okay, I've spent far too much time on this one leaf. I'm going to group all that together. All right, now to proceed to a new leaf. Let's do leaf number 2. Hey, Chris. Good to see you. I've got leaves cooking, sort of. I'm fighting with making them look like they're autumn leaves, like they've been crunched and munched and they're ready to fall. So I'm so used to drawing the perfect leaves. Doing okay, thank you. Glad to catch you live again. No, you didn't have the kitty cam. Well, I had to, it usually involves some bait, and right now her heating pad is working well because it's colder outside. Other days I have to use little toys to bait her onto the heating pad, but for now I am pleased that my my standard issue bait is working well. And she still only gets it on the first setting, which is low, super low. Issues downloading. Check that again in a sec. But so right here we have a couple more little bits, and then maybe some darker bits. Let's do a brown. Let's do these. I don't want every leaf to be incredibly detailed, so we can throw in some less detailed bits there. I think I'll keep this one. That's a smidge too dark, so I'm going to lighten you up just a touch. And I'll add that value or hue or whatever. That swatch in where he belongs. And now I'll come back for this and see how close I got. Ah, that's acceptable. Maybe a little bit over the top here. And a smidgy smidge. A shadow, which just kind of almost made my Now I need to do this guy right here, and maybe I'll do a nice red to grab some attention. Maybe we'll start here. Oops. Back. And send those to the back, and remember that I'm not on the correct mode. Phoenix in here somewhere. All right, so let's save. Ah, yes. Okay, I've got some nice saturated leaves up here, and I can make those sparkle later. And then I'm going to come in here to my less saturated characters and line art, and I'll fill in their stuff, and then at the very end I'll go through with a gradient, and that'll be the fill for the grass. I've got that. Let's see. That'll go pretty quick, so all I'll need to do really is fill in the stuff that's sitting on top of the grass, which are these guys. Doesn't feel like it's 100%, but I know it's just that very light blue white sitting on top of regular white. Not going to show up all that much. Go. All right, so let's fill in the other areas of orange. This brown is not looking, I know with it's because of the line art. I think I need to change this color a little bit. Let's see, let's make them a little more decent. Oh, I hope I am not changing that actual color. Okay, good. Let's desaturate him a little bit, brighten him up, add that to my list there, and let's see if that looks a little better. That does look a little bit more in line with where her spots would be. Still a little on the darkish side, but it's up over here. And maybe, there we go. There we go. I think I need to put a little bit of shadow on her back too. And of course, under here. And maybe here. And a little more here. And now I can do the fill for her body color. Because she's got a big fluffy belly. There we go. So now all I need to do really is fill in these. And I need to be sure I use a little bit more desaturated colors. Because this whole area is a little bit further away. And this is the most saturated red I'll have, so distance, that should probably be less. Let's work on, let's work on floof in the leaf pile. So what I'm going to do here is, let me work over to, maybe I'll stick within this range right here, because those are a little bit, that's a little much, but I can work within this and I think still be okay. I'm going to put maybe the brightest leaves, I'll just kind of fill some of those in where I think I'd want them to be. Maybe 1, 2, 3. Put one back, oops, back one over here. Whoop, whoop. I messed up. I messed up. God bless. There we go. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, I hope you can do some catching up, Dee. I know how it can get frustrating when things start piling up. All right, is that all I want from it? Let me do these guys too. That's a good amount. Oh, let's do this guy too. Every time I think I've got enough yellow in here. All right, let's go to, maybe we'll do yellow, brown, and then I want to get one of these guys in here because I do like that color. I need to do an experiment here. Is this really? I feel like this should be like this. But let me go in here. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. 1, 2, 3. So I'll use this orange next. There we go. Let's think about where I want this orange to go. A little bit more. I'm trying to add somewhere I think I'm going to have a majority of the darkest brown color. So it's just not, you know, like a gradient wash of all of these. What was the shortcut for switching color modes like that? Oh, okay, let me show you. It's actually a couple step process. So the shortcut is Control-Alt-Z. Whoops, yeah, there you go. And what that does is it switches to proof colors, and then you just Control-Alt-Z again, and you can switch it back. But the first step to that is setting up the proof colors, which is what I did right here. I went to Proof Setup, Customize, and then I did dot gain 50%, which is pretty much grayscaling it, and hit OK. And then every time you hit Control-Alt-Z, it'll switch your colors so you can track the grayscale. It's a nice little trick. I'll put just a regular non-outlined couple of these leaves here. And then I'm going to go through and do a major section maybe of the orange here. Kind of like right there. Interesting. And let's do a little touch right there. Oh. Is that enough? I think I need a little bit here, maybe. Because this is all going to be that heavier reddish brown. All right, now let's take this color and fill in the rest. Here we go, there we go, almost there. I've lost my way. There you are. I hate it when I lose my way, because like my hand physically sometimes blocks the end of these large sections that I'm trying to outline. Now I need to place some leaves in the outer areas. Overlap these two. Maybe I'll do another one here. And then I need to get rid of these guys. They don't need to be there. All right, so last thing I want to do is I want to put some shadows in these leaves so it looks like they're piled up and kind of overlapping each other. And maybe some are sticking out to catch some. Oops. And let's make this a little darker. There we go. I want to fluff up this pile of leaves for my foof. Might help if I actually did draw in front. I wouldn't have to keep on reordering these guys. Alright, I'm going to do just a smidge here. And that'll be that floof. Oh yes, I have these guys. And since I did that color scheme here, I think I'll just continue it down here. Yes, so let's grab our yellow and let's make sure it's full opacity. I have that damn Cat's Eye song. Well, two Cat's Eye songs stuck in my head, kind of going on repeat alternately. The new one, well, not so new, I think it's 3 months old, Gabriella, which is essentially Jolene with a different spice mix. So the first time I heard them, I'm like, wait a minute, this is just a spicy version of Jolene. I mean, it really is if you listen to those lyrics. And then what's that other one? Touch And I haven't watched the whole series of them putting the band together on Netflix, but I started it. Well, I'm glad you like it, Dee. Oops, I didn't do that. I didn't want to do that. There we go. I wanted that to be yellow. Oh. I think I'll just give this one orange leaf and the other one can be a pinkish sort of leaf. And I'm not, this is a bush, so I'm not going to put all of these colors over here. I kind of want this to be a ground color. I might just work with the ground colors there. Are we getting a stretch? Oh, her tongue's out. You can't see it though. Oh. All right, we're toasting the other side now. Very toasty belly. Very toasty belly. Sometimes when she's on the heating pad, she'll be like that with the tip of her tongue out, and she'll hold on to it. It's like she broke with that, with her tongue sticking out, a little blip. I swear I get closer to the ending point than I do. I think Illustrator is messing with me. I think it says, yeah, you're going to close this shape. No, you're not. We're not going to let you close this shape today. Not today. Okay, I wanted to do maybe a few more, well, do one out here maybe. Because I do want to have like a whole section orange here and maybe here before I go with the base. There we go. Maybe need a little bit more highlight color there. And where's my other one? Here we go. Let's fix this mess. This is a mess. This is a mess. We made a mess. Why is this such a mess? Grief, this is a mess. I'm gonna have to check my settings. I'll need a little bit more highlight stuff here. See, look, I got that close. I don't know, maybe I'm just sloppy at closing my... Yeah, I think it's me. It's the user, not the program. What? Oh. Put that back in order. See, this is even messy too. I swear I wasn't that messy when I was drawing it. Alright, so let's do a little orange up here maybe. Now let's just kind of give this, there we go. And then maybe here, and here, and then I'll do the rest in the dark color. The dark, oh, I didn't close that, did I? Let's try and not be as messy as I was on the other shapes. Let's do this right. There we go. There we go. And I can cut. There we go. And let's put a couple of, oh, we need this. And let's just do a few unlined leaves here and there. Maybe I have my settings so fine-tuned that that's why it doesn't automatically shift to close that shape. I may have it set too high or low rather. Oh, I forgot a leaf. Let's go into my big leaf section. Let's just make you a simple reddish leaf. There we go. And now let's go back and do I want to put my ground behind everything? That could be useful. But it's not going to be red, even though it could be red. That could be cool. Kind of want it to be somewhere around there, but here. I like the green. But we want to make it a gradient. So let's make it a radial. And let's start with here and end with here. Yeah, no. How about here? Ooh, I like that. Okay, now let's something like that. Radial gradient makes it a little more difficult to extend it, but we shall figure this out. This is brighter, I believe. This time change has me. Yeah, I think I don't like that it gets dark so early. It's just really, because last night it was around, gosh, what was it? Like 4:30 and it felt like 7. I'll use this to do a little leaf. And let's take it to overlay and see what we've got for our put some up there, maybe some just sparkling little bits here and there. And now let me just go to pure and see just a touch of bright light. Bright light. And maybe do I want to balance? Do a little balancing act? Ooh, God, that looks horrible. That looks horrible. That looks worse. That doesn't. Oh, wait. That kind of looks not really that good. That kind of looks not really that good either. Ooh, that looks a little bit better. But maybe I won't do that at all. Maybe we can just stand on our own 2 feet. Alright, let's see. Now let me think. Do I want anything else for this? I think he's cute. I really like the floof in the leaf pile. I'm glad you like it, Sharon. That didn't take me too long. It was about 30 minutes to sketch and complete that, which is pretty good, I think. I have a client asking if I can edit a photo for like an employee photo thing, and one of them is literally just like a head, very little neck, no shoulders. I'm like, I can't. Well, maybe I could actually with AI now, but I don't have any of those tools, but I can't actually fill in what is not in the picture. But the other one was okay, so I think I can work with that one. I like this one. I think it's cute. I want to play around with this. Ooh, pink. Dude. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Can't play around with it too much. Oh, that's green. That's pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. What if? Let me go back to this and let me save this gradient so I don't lose it. But what if I change this gradient here to go to that ooh. I like that. I like the red and the green. He's not, how dare you. How dare I try? And now I want to put more shadows in here. got a little bit of light, and I need to indicate that here. Now let's step out and see. It still looks like this is floating, so maybe I should, let's go back in here. I need to add maybe some, but I need to add that all the way on the bottom. Here we go. Maybe that'll make it look less like things are floating in the middle of, all right, maybe, yeah, could be better. I definitely like the green better. But let me do one more step on this, and let me do this green. Let's Control Z that, and let's do this. I feel like this is the better one. Got that little bit of autumn kind of crunchy yellow in there though. What if I added this as a step in the middle? Ooh, it's kind of the, but that goes like light to dark. What if I switch? I think that definitely plays better with the reds and the yellows. Put that one there, and then I'm going to really. Oh. Yeah, all right, I'll do that way. Okay. I'm going to stop messing with it for now. And I'm going to let that sit because I think the green and the orange red is the right level. Let me see if I can't remember. I know I used to have it memorized, but let's go in here and yeah. I don't even remember what folder I had this in. Okay, maybe this is it. Maybe all the way down at the bottom of this folder is my note. No? Okay. Well. Oh, there it is. This is the one I was talking about earlier. Let me just, this is still one of my favorites just because the colors, I think I really nailed everything on this one. Drag this in here. Yeah. The reds, the oranges, and then fading back to the trees back here, and then I've got characters. Yeah. Maybe I should change my background on my iPad to that again. That one was so good. Oh, here it is. I can just, what's your measurements? What are your measurements? 1242 by 2688. 1242, 2688. 1242, 2688. 1242, 2688. There we go. Ah. Yeah, I also did, I did kind of, instead of like everything the same line art color, I did the leaves over here to push them back a little bit. Yeah, I'm still really proud of that one. And the offset with the baby blue back here just works. I think I know what I need to do here because I'm not quite 100% on this, but I know what I need to do. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab this color and I'm going to move it up a punch because I think it was there, and I'm going to move it to here. Just going to give it a touch more saturation. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little bit better. I have your backgrounds rotating on my computer, but I don't think I have that one. Oh! Well, let me upload it. Where can I upload it? Because this is in my Behance folder. Where can I upload it quickly? I've got the folder. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Ooh, hold on. I think I can get it to you. Hold on a second. Let me see. Those are art book files. I don't want those. How about a new folder? Where was that? Stream BG10. Dismiss this. I don't want that. Okay, so let me go into my thingy. I can't see chat right here, so give me just a second and I will... Where'd you go? You're there. And where's that folder? All right, here we are. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 3 versions of the phone wallpapers. I've got the desktop, and then I have a square iPad version, dragging and dropping. There we go. And let me get, where's my link? Here. Copy link. And there you go. Copy link right there. You should be able to grab that wallpaper set. Let me know if you have trouble with it, but it should have the desktop, iPad, and then 4 different versions of a phone. Welcome. It says you need access. Unsure. Okay, hold up. I said anybody could, let me see, hold on. Please hold. Manage access. Only people with access can open the link. Anyone with the link. You are, okay, done. All right, try it again, please. If you have the link, you should be able to get to them now. That should be just the drive, but if you want the background full, is this the background full? Yeah. Share, copy link. This is just the background, the desktop, which is what I'm showing here. It works now. Oh, good, thank you. There we go. Oh, the toes. We got some toes. Toe action. All right, so now everything's grouped. We're gonna bring you over here and then we'll make a nice background version of you. That will be, oh, wait a minute. So if I keep everything offset here, that could possibly be okay. Let me just drag this up. And that'll be where the phone time could sit, and everything else is kind of chilling down here. Let me get a little higher. Up. Offset a little lower. There we go. There we go. You're welcome. Yeah. Still one of my favorites. It makes a beautiful print too. It makes a beautiful print. But yeah, this is a 2001 sketch. Let me see. That was... what number is this? It is Forest Walk. Oh, Leafy Walk. It's 2590 right here. Yeah. That's Leafy Walk. All right. Let's save this and I'll go ahead and post that on stories. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and add this too. Sketchin HD phone. If you guys want this one, give me just a second and I will drop. Sketchin HD phone. Oh, stop it. There we go. Alright, so now that one is, let me just grab the link. There we go. And there's the link for the one I just grew. Alright. And I need to shove that over to my phone so I can post it on Instagram. I'm gonna save that regular. All right. There we go. Okay, one more time. All right. Okay. Oh, we're having a bath now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You gonna do elevator butt? No? Oh. Okay. Usually she does big elevator butt. But she's too busy. Oh, there you go. Got a little bit more heat there now. Alright, I think I'll probably end the stream there. Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. I'm glad you guys like it. Let me see. I've got that saved. Let's go over to my ending screen. There we are. Oh, I'm glad you like them, Dee. I'm going to be adding, pretty much I'm going to take all of the wallpaper sets I made and posted on Behance, and I'm going to post them on, in a digital download wallpaper section on the website. All of them are already made. I've got the zip folders. I just need to make the products and upload all of that to the digital downloads. I'm thinking I'll make them, depending, because some of them have like 7 or 8 wallpapers in there. I might make the packs like $1 to $2, maybe something like that. Or maybe I'm thinking about moving that subscription, because I do have a subscription thing where you can, and I could just do the monthly download again and just have it on my website of a new wallpaper every month. But I'm thinking about that and also working on the ebooks. So, supporting new wallpaper. Yay! Yay! Alrighty. Alright, I think I've got that saved. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be back on Thursday with comics, and let me see, I've got to write on that one still. I want to get back to I had a daily habit going for a very short amount of time, where I was writing about 30 minutes, and I just had so many ideas, but I've like gone through all of those ideas, so I need to start writing again so I have a kind of ideas. That would be helpful. Hope you have a great rest of your day too, Sharon D, Ariana, Chris, all my lurkers, Catherine, if you're still in here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.